defend democracy. Help us tear down info. Lend us your processing power by downloading our app, and together, we will expose Congressman Thrust. Join us. We are DedSec.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Erik here, and welcome to another video game review. It has been a week since I did my last video game review, and I gotta say, some of you guys liked it, I guess. Well, we're gonna be back with another game review, this time for a game that took me actually just a week to finish, even though it was like a open world game. It's a game that I was actually always excited to play, but never got a chance to until now. This is Watch Dogs 2. And without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright, now let's talk about the gameplay of Watch Dogs 2. Now, bear in mind, this game was very, very odd. It was enjoyable at best in terms of the overall gameplay. I really felt its hacking was definitely improved. Bear in mind, I never played the first game, but I know it has been improved in comparison to the first game. The inclusion of gadgets that you can use over time, such as the grenades, the blackouts, even the like little robots, aka like the quad, like little quad thing, and the quad chopper. They were very well used. I really liked them. I felt they offered a lot more options to deal with enemies in an area, or how to like go along with it, because it was pretty easy to just cross through the game without having to kill anybody. In some areas, other times I had to do it. But I really liked it. It made it a lot easier to handle certain moments, certain situations, and all that. Gunplay, on the other hand, it was okay. Nothing really like unique about the gunplay. It was pretty just straightforward. Not really that well refined in my opinion. It definitely could have been a little bit better. I don't know. And I also didn't like the fact that I only was allowed 2 weapons at my disposal. But at the very least, it made it easy, so I don't have to worry about just like picking like only like a pistol and just like a normal 2-handed weapon. But I will say that it also was easy to also like stealth take down enemies as well. Well, I did dislike how enemies, certain AI, they just immediately know where you are. If one enemy like immediately alerts everybody else, bam. So it was kind of annoying to say the least. But at the end of the day, it was more enjoyable than anything else. Moving right along to its open world aspect. Open world aspect was enjoyable. I really liked San Francisco as a setting for the game. It was very faithfully recreated. I really loved driving through the areas. Really like seeing all the little different, like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Stanford University, and all that. I liked being able to travel and then see them and be like, oh shit, I recognize this place. Like, it was very fun. But I'm gonna be very straightforward. This game suffers heavily from its open world formula. Like, the collectibles are very unnecessary most of the time, and it's so tedious because a lot of the collectibles, and hell, even some of the missions required me to climb buildings, and each building is very different, mind you, so I had to figure out where to go to climb a building, whether it's hacking a scissor lift, or hacking something else, or just parkouring. It was very annoying because it took me a solid 10 minutes each time to climb a building, and I felt like, what was the point? Just climb up a building for like 10 minutes straight, like that isn't like Assassin's Creed style, to just collect a collectible that either was going to give me a skill point for my skill tree, which honestly didn't even matter. and or just give me like some kind of t-shirt or some spray paint for my car. And it just like it didn't really like I wasn't compelled to want to like explore the areas, get the different like collectibles in the game or any of that. It felt very tedious. It felt very unnecessary. I just didn't like it. And another thing I will say I disliked about this game is that the way how you kind of have to hack into the internal network felt a little bit more aggravating. Like it felt like it required you to like basically run around to like complete the hacking puzzles, and it felt kind of meh. It felt really annoying because you had to run around to solve this one particular puzzle, and I just never liked it. But like I said, the setting, the visuals, it was very well done. I definitely loved that. When we run along to the story segments, let's talk about the story for a sec. Now, the story is probably like the best thing about this game, as well as the characters. I definitely felt they improved upon the story very much so. Instead of relying on like a cliche of it being like a revenge story, sort of, it focused on like the hackers, the DedSec. I really liked that. I really liked that they took what the first game was supposed to be like a game about a hacker, and then actually made it about a hacker dealing with like the issues that most people just apparently are ignorant about. Like it was like the first game was very cliche with its story, as far as I remember. Bear in mind I have not played it, but I have seen it. This game is still kind of cliche because it kind of falls along with like oh, the main protagonist was framed for a crime he didn't commit and all that, but yeah, but most of it was pretty well thought out in my opinion. I felt like each of the missions, like the way how they were set up were really well done. They felt like an episode of a TV series. Like you would always have a different episode, kind of like those crime shows where you have this new person who you're dealing with, and this new target. You're trying to learn everything you can from them, and then you expose them for being who they are. Like I really like that. So yeah, so there was a bit of mission variety, but at the same time, I felt like each like set of missions for each person kind of had the same things, which was either go to this area, hack this thing, see what was hack the database and all that. But it was definitely enjoyable. I actually felt like it kind of felt like it was fun because it's like you get to see these people, well, you get to see these people and you get to like see that all the repercussions they got from their actions. And it's nice. The main villain was pretty meh, not gonna lie. He was supposed to be like this millionaire, like this billionaire rich guy who was trying to like do whatever it takes to stop DedSec and all that, but in reality, he was just like he's like a guy who's like, okay, let me handle this, and then does nothing for like most of the story. It's just really funny. The characters though, Marcus I really liked as a character. I really enjoyed his personality. I really enjoyed how he plays out in the game. Like he was fun to play. He was fun to just like listen to. Like he had a great personality. I really liked him. The interactions he has with the DedSec group, oh god, that was like the best things of the game. I honestly really liked all the different characters: Satara, Wrench, Josh, Horatio, even T-Bone from the first game. Like I love their interactions with one another. It was so good. Like it felt like a group of buddies going against the world, trying to prove the truth and all that. Like I especially liked Wrench and Marcus's interactions the most because they were like, it felt like two bros, like two best bros, just like freaking, like actually, it was just felt nice. Like I don't even have the words for it. Like it felt nice being able to see these kinds of games where you actually have the groups, they're working together, they're having all kinds of banter and all that. Like it felt nice. It reminded me a bit of Final Fantasy 15 and how they did the boys, Noctis, Prompto, Gladio, and Ignis. Felt like that. See, this time it's just a bunch of hackers. but it was very well done. I honestly really liked it. It was just like there was like so much banter in the game that I actually really liked. It was just really well done. Like it was like the writing and the interactions. Oh, that was really good. But yeah, that's how I feel. One thing I will say for sure though is that the final mission of the game, like the final that was supposed to be like the big thing to like take down Bloom and all that, it was kind of anticlimactic. Not even gonna lie, it just didn't feel like intense and all that. It felt like a normal mission, felt like a normal story thing. That ended up being like overblown. Yeah, but it was very well done in my opinion. To kind of give my final thoughts on the game, this game is very well done. I actually really like this game. There was a lot they could have done to have sort of improved upon it. Like they've only improved upon the hacking, like a lot of the issues that people had about the other game, but I honestly felt there could have been a lot more they could have done because they actually just made it like it felt like they gave you less to do in this game, in my opinion. Because I felt like the first game had a lot more activities to do. In this game, you kind of don't really have that many. And in my opinion, it could have been. I felt like the missions could have been a little bit more different, like a little bit more unique, because they all felt somewhat similar in a way. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But I definitely really like this game. Really loved exploring San Francisco. Really loved the characters. Really loved Marcus. Gameplay was fine for the most part. Could have been a lot better in my opinion. I definitely liked the freedom you can of being able to like go for each area. So I would have to give the game like at least a 9 out of 10. And if they ever do make a Watch Dogs free, which I highly doubt based on the sales of the game when it first came out, I would be 100% down to play that. Because it's just so good. Well, with that, I'm going to wrap up my review. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to probably be doing a review on some other games soon. I don't know when. We'll see when ends up happening. I do plan on doing a review of God of War, because I actually do want to do one, and all other things. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the movie reviews, though, because it's just... I'll think about it that. And expect more gameplay sometime soon. I'll get around to doing online stuff again. Probably with friends, probably by myself. I don't know. We'll see. AMVs, we'll think. I'll see what I do about that. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
DedSec is giving you the truth. Do what you will.